So, I did the first cut of this, and I did the whole thing. I didn't interrupt it or anything. But I realized there was two. One, I had that, it was in the stack that I've got to talk about on top of one or two that I, just completely forgot about. This is Buyer's Remorse. This is all the ones I regret buying. Starting with this one. This is no particular order. This one and a lot of the others that I'll show you. I just got because quantity over quality. Like, screw getting one good book for $24.99. It's gonna be worth every penny. Now I want to get a bunch of cheap books. It was 99 cents. Now I wanted to get a bunch of cheap books and have it be 10 comics instead of 5. They're all good. This one's an exception. I'm not gonna do all of these ones because this is a damn good book. I love it, but I got it on the Kindle. It has every issue of this series, obviously, including this. It's out of order for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm glad they have it in chapters, like they have it like this. And I have to show you like this other word book, and I don't like looking at it. I don't like seeing words. Anyway, I've read it. But that one, yeah, well, it was good, and I recommend it. Hell, maybe do a giveaway. Sell this one. It's just I already had it, and I already had it, but I got it later on the Kindle, so it's completely useless. I mean, yeah, say what you will about having it digitally rather than physically. I think physically rather than digitally, but still. If it were up to me, I would have gotten that hardcover. They have a hardcover of it. That's the whole book, whole series. But I saw it at Newbury. I didn't like it at first, this Hawkeye series. But second go, you guys have told me, I told you guys about that already. But yeah, second time I read it, it was good. This one I regret buying wholeheartedly. $30, full price. Didn't think to get it on the Kindle. And it's because I wanted to read it, like, I wanted to see the whole, like, I wanted to feel. This was my first Black Label I read, so I wanted to kind of feel how it felt, so I guess it was worth it. And it wasn't on the Prime at the time, even though it was still cheaper. It was on, like, the third-party seller. That was awful. I hated it. I wish they had number 1 at Newbury and number 2, because they had number 2 and 3. And number 1 was really good, but the second issue just completely fell off the map. And it's a 2.8 out of 5 on Goodreads. I don't know why I got it, because I don't get books that are full price that are reviewed that poorly. I didn't look at reviews beforehand. Really should have, because everyone seems to hate this book, or just at the very most think it's just okay. No one, aside from DC fanboys, seems to hate it or seems to like it. So. Don't know why I did it. Stupid. This one's another exception, but it's also I didn't like this one. I have it in the bigger collection, the Runaways. This is where I was like, yeah, this isn't as good as the first series. So it's written by Brian K. Vaughan too, so I don't know how it's so bad. This one I got for free. I borrowed it. I borrowed it from someone. Today is I brought it back. Not that I'm keeping it. I just didn't need it anymore. I got it from them for free. It's in terrible shape. And it's a digest. I hate getting books in digest format. This is my first comic book too. This is what turned me off comics for a long time. It wasn't as bad as I remember it being. So I read it again and liked it a lot better. But it's just it's not as good as the first Runaways. This one, they had the library. I knew they had the library, but all I cared about was the fact that it had. I don't know why they had this. I don't get that. I don't know if it's like the material from the other book, but it has the cover on it, and where to stop reading it. I don't like when books do that, and when they had the library did that, and I hated it. I didn't like this book either. I'll give it a second chance, but I just was total buyer's remorse, and I could have gotten their book, but But, I mean, to be fair, there's nothing that would have swayed me away from it unless I heard it was really, really bad. Or I saw the seminal Superman 75 at Newbury, because it was a while later, but it was a dollar comic, even better. And I think they have a facsimile of it, too. So, it's a big oof. And I could have gotten it for free at the library, so there's no excuse for I had to buy it then and there, and I couldn't just wait to get it at the library, or just right there. This one is just, yeah. I think you can see why I regret buying this. It's a good series, but I don't know why Newbury did this. It wasn't their fault, but look at that. Like, come on. It wasn't their fault, but they should have checked. Maybe that's why it was a cheaper price. Still does not make it okay. I didn't notice it at first, so maybe they didn't notice it at first. I don't know. It was good when I remember it. It was just obviously the way the condition. This one, it was just super expensive. I saw it right away. I wanted to read the Peter Parker ones, the Spider-Man ones, those two of them. I should have just bought them digitally. They would have been much, much cheaper than the $18 price tag. And all of theirs sucked. But I have a physical instead of digitally. But if I'm the kind of guy that likes digital. I mean, that likes physical. But if I find it, and I don't like getting so many digital books, but they're cheap. Can't find them anywhere else. And in some cases, it's like that one issue that I have that's in. There's this Joker book, and I didn't have two of them that weren't in the other Joker books I got, and so I got those two issues digitally for $2 each. So I'd rather do that than get the $30 book. I had other ones, but I wasn't interested in them. And again, I would say 98% of it I had, so I wasn't going to do that. And it was a birthday. It would have been a birthday gift. I just didn't want to do it. This one, another one like with Superman and Superman's total buyer's regret. I hate this book. And it's for free. Free. On the Marvel app now. And I don't think it's free anymore. It was free for limited time. I got it right at the back. I might just sell this book. Hopefully I'll get a full book. Hopefully I'll get like a full refund. Yeah, right. I'd be lucky to get $20 for it. I did get a slight discount, but it was like $2. It was not worth it. I don't think they have it in my library. Obviously I don't think they did. I'm unsure if they did, because or else I would have gotten it there. But it was just a lot of people have said this is a seminal storyline, but I think I think this meant seminal as in this is a time that this is a well-known storyline that's any good. Probably one of the worst books I've ever read for comics. This one. These three, along with the Hawkeye one, obviously, are all ones I have elsewhere. Good books. I read these two, The Carnage and the Fantastic Four. I liked that Astonishing Spider-Man and Wolverine enough, especially because it was a reduced price one. So not all the ones I got, quantity over quality, were all that bad. So that was good. But it wasn't like I regret having it now, is my point. This one was in the omnibus here, and I got a library, and it's a double whammy, because I didn't like this series. Although, to be fair, I did like it my second time around, and this was the best of it. It just kind of got bad after that. It's not bad. I recommend it to anybody that likes that kind of stuff, likes cosmic stuff. And obviously I wasn't expecting it to be like the movies, which are much, much better than the comics, one of the very few that are better than the comics. It was just, I don't know, not my cup of tea at all. And I'm glad I got it at the library. I'll probably be returning them. But there is something that makes me, there's like that part of me that's like, why not just finish it? I'm already more than halfway there. And, okay, I'm gonna try to do this all in one. Okay, so this is the last one that's not a quality over quantity. This one is this one is just an exception. It was a good book. I liked it a lot, but it didn't have the death of Captain America on it. Civil War. He dies in the Civil War event. Why didn't they have one? At least I believe he does die in the Civil War event. I think it was the issue says it has Captain America's 22, 24, and then the Winter Soldier, Winter Kills one shot, which was amazing. There was that Miles Morales book I don't know if I talked about in this cut, but there was a Miles Morales book I got that's all the issues I don't have save for in his first series, save for the his very first appearance, which I didn't like. And you guys remember I was talking about how I forgot about a lot of the stuff that happened to earlier issues I didn't have. Now I have it. And they had a Winter Soldier trade too, but I opted against that one. There was nothing that was going to stop me from being that Miles Morales one. They had it at the library, but I mean, I just would run into the same problem again, I feel. So, and I think he dies, I don't know when he dies. I think it's very soon, very, 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 very soon after this. After issue 24. And these are just quantity over quality. This one was the best of the bunch. This one wasn't all that bad. And this one this one was also not that bad. They're not bad. And the Mary Jane and the Red Sonja ones were both $1.99 each, so it's not like it was like 1,000. It's not like it was $10 each, and I only had 20 bucks to spend to waste all my time. In fact, I remember that day that I got those that Miles Morales, the Spider-Man ones. I only had $10 to spend because it was a whole big thing. This was a long time ago, like 5 years ago. I think it was because I was an idiot, like spent too much money. I don't remember what exactly happened, but I know I only had $10 to spend, and that was like I originally had $20. No, now I remember. I wanted to go shopping no matter what. I think I don't remember, but one of those times. Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't a whole lot of books. And the majority of them I did like. It's just that I had it elsewhere in the collection or whatever. And like 2 of them or 3 of them I absolutely hated. But the Death of Superman, I'll try and give it a shot too. Also, I forgot to talk about this in the cut. I don't want to be 13 minutes long because superstitious against number 13. And I just want to talk about it. I would have just let it go at 13. I wouldn't have cared. But so speaking of that freebie Miles, I have Miles Morales on the mind now. That freebie Marvel Comics books. They actually have a Miles Morales one, but it's the 2018 series, not the 2011 series, which is stupid. So they have because this whole thing going around with Black Lives going around with the BLM movement. Marvel decided to release a lot of their black characters, and number one, they did Ironheart instead of Miles Morales, which is one even I don't like. I don't know why that matters. I didn't like it, but I'm scratching my nose, not inside of my nose. It's not gross. Anyways, so itchy. I don't know why. I have a chicken pox. I had a dream I had that. I don't know why that had suddenly popped in my head at the time. Not like now, because right now I was itchy, so it reminded me. But like I just have the weirdest dreams sometimes. Like sometimes I know why I have a dream because I was thinking about that all day or for a good amount of time, so it makes sense. But that is no sense about to think about chicken pox earlier. Just, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, getting off track here, but going back to that, the 90% or an 80% if you. I think at the very least it was 80%, but the most it was 90%. 90% of it was Black Panther. Now, a lot of them I will admit I wanted to read. I'm glad I got them for free and I had to spend money on them and gamble. You know, I didn't want to have another buyer's remorse book. But they could have, like, dialed down on it, because there were a few Black Panther ones that I wasn't too excited about. And they picked the wrong Falcon one to get, because the Falcon one, I believe, was the 2017 series. And I think I had read that one, and I didn't like it at all. They did do a Sam Wilson Falcon one, which I got in the first issue of for 20,000 Marvel points. So I could have gotten that Miles Morales one a lot fucking earlier. To be fair, I could have gotten a lot earlier if I had just taken the afternoon to do all the points. So what I mean by points is that they have a Marvel Insider, and I don't know why DC doesn't have this. I've heard of DC Insiders. I don't know if they have it. They had it before. They just don't have it anymore. But you get points for watching videos, which you don't have to watch a whole video. You can just leave it on one of the tabs and just refresh your page. So you'll have it Marvel Insider 1 and then the other thing and another tab. They do that automatically when you click it, which I like that they do that. Yeah, I don't have to watch a whole video, and it's 500 points. And they give it there, like, yeah, that's... Because some of them are really long, and they're like, yeah, that's way too little for something that's going to be a 40-minute video. And I said that they're going to make a new policy that you have to watch the whole video, and they're going to make sure you watch the whole video. Hell, if you try to scroll down, they have it on, like, the top, whatever this is, left corner. So there's no way of escaping it unless you go to another tab. So because I said that, they're going to have another tab now. So they have it, so the 60,000 points are for books that are this big for Miles Morales, you know, this 10, not 12, to this short. And those are usually 60,000. If it's a newer book like this, it would be 20,000. If it's older like this, pretend this is a Marvel book, it would be 7,500. And if they have more than one, it would be 20,000 to 27,500. I don't know why. That's why it jumped to 27,500, and I believe in 30,000. And I believe it wasn't just because of the fact that they were newer ones. They had which I hated that I got because I heard it was a bad one. They had Iron Man #1, his first ever issue from a solo series, which I was excited to get, and the only reason why I got it. And then they had Tony Stark issue. That wasn't even #1, but I heard that was an awful series. And if the Iron Man 2020 series is anything to go by, written by the same creative team, I think, I know it's written by the same guy, I don't know if it's drawn by the same person. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, so I said person. No, guys, I'm like an SJW just because guy or girl, because it's real tongue as much. Anyways, robot. Get it because Iron Man, but I didn't like that at all. It was awful. One of the worst books I've read as of recent. There was Dan Slott's Iron Man 2020. I would avoid it at all costs. I do not recommend you get it. So yeah, all in all, I think I just got off track wicked. That Falcon one they picked the wrong one to get. I don't know why they didn't, just because they have one of the very many Black Panthers that they have. They have, from what I believe is his first solo series, because they have his first appearances, which were both her first 2 appearances, which were both in Fantastic Four issues, which I already read. So, but at least it wasn't all of it I already read. Which that one I probably wouldn't read, but I was somewhat interested in getting it. But now that Marvel Tales Black Panther I have is completely useless, because all the ones that are in that I have digitally. So nice. I guess never buyers for it, but I'm not doing the ones like this. And that's one that's like this. But it's a little bit bigger. I actually want to check that now. But they really should have done, and especially, I don't know why they did Ironheart. I guess because she's going to be her solo series soon. But, I mean, that's going to be years from now. Why didn't you guys just do Miles Morales, the one who got his first movie debut in one of the best, if not the best, Spider-Man books, movies of all time, and one of the best Spider-Man books. Not the best. There's more Spider-Man books that are better. Not to put that down at any, just because it's just that, the Spider-Man books are really good. A lot of them are really good. That's on me. I don't know why that's not. I don't know why I put them to show you guys that because I've seen it before. Oh yeah, but I should make sure. I know that the three of them I have, and one of them is the Avengers one, right before Kree Skrull, so I know that's not going to be good. It's been on for way too long. I'm going to end this now. But yeah, pretty much just should have thought better with Marvel, but I am glad that we at least got something and didn't just get this from them, because he very easily could have done that. 4 of them that we got were the ones like that, but that was in a collection of 21 that had ones like this. So, and one was an epic collection, which is almost 500 pages. That's insane. It's a $20 book for free. Yeah, it was Black Panther, but tell that if it's that. And I got them anyways. I'm not complaining. It's just like it's too much. You know, they should have done like some from Falcon, some from Black Panther. I like that they have the Shuri one, but I heard it's not that great. Then some from Miles Morales, none from Ironheart. And then Black Knight. I don't know if he's black in the comics, but these guys will make his appearance soon. And it's not just like, I don't think it was just black characters they wanted to do. Well, actually, yeah, it was because Black Lives Matter movement, though. Alright.